Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Horror Movie Review with Daniel Richardson. I'm your host. Wait for it, Daniel Richardson. And yes, I want to apologize. This is actually going to be coming out pretty late. Of course, we are on YouTube. It's not like I'm broadcasting live either, so I guess people just watch it whenever they watch it. But I'm filming late, and I will apologize ahead of time because this could be a tired review. No, because I film these on Friday nights. However, it's Joe Bob, Last Drive-In. Season 3 is underway right now, so the handful of times I'll be shooting this in correlation with that, or in conjunction with that, yeah, I'll be doing these like super late. On top of that, I don't know exactly when my son Adrian will wake up, so there may be a weird edit here at any point. So if it looks like it jumps, it's probably because I had to change and feed him. So anyways, let's get to it. You guys saw in the little in the title there, I'm reviewing Jurassic Prey. Jesus Christ! All right, so let's get to it. Let's just get to it. First off, though, we got some news. I want to cover some horror news that dropped this week. Escape Room 2 has been bumped up. It was originally supposed to be scheduled for January 2022, but it's been bumped up to September 2021. So very pumped about that. I actually really liked the first Escape Room. I thought it was a good movie. Really enjoyed it. I know some people bitched about it and complained, but I don't know. I liked it. So yeah, I'm really pumped to see this one. They also mentioned that with the success of Godzilla versus King Kong, or was it King Kong versus Godzilla? Doesn't matter. They're going to be expanding the MonsterVerse, so which is really cool. So with the expansion of this MonsterVerse, they were kicking around some titles for the next one, and I guess this ain't confirmed. I should mention that right now. It's not confirmed yet. But I guess one of the titles is Son of Kong. They may be doing the sequel to King Kong, Son of Kong, which I'd be down for. I'm all for it. I love the Japanese version of that. It has like a robot Kong in it. It's pretty fucking sweet. So I dig that. But I guess they just did that with the last one, so I guess they probably won't go back to robotics again. At least for a while. They won't touch that for a while. However, the director is going to return, Adam Wingard, which I'm really glad. I always like seeing like when directors who kind of cut their teeth in horror go mainstream. Like I know a lot of people always kind of hate that because they're like, like when James Wan started in Fast and Furious, and everyone's like, and Aquaman, and everyone's like, that's our horror guy. Now he's off doing that shit. But it's like, he's doing him and he's making money, so why hate on that? So congratulations, Adam, for your success, the Godzilla franchise. So there's that. Speaking of sequels, so apparently they got a director now for the Meg 2. Ben Wheatley. He did The Killing, or was it The Killing Field? I don't remember. He's an Irish director, I believe, or British. And I know I can get my ass just beat for confusing the two, but he's either Irish or British. I don't remember exactly which one. But he recently did a movie that just came out called In the Earth, which looked pretty good. So he's, got some horror name recognition. So he's going to be doing the Meg 2, and so that's really good. However, so Jason Statham has went on record back when the first Meg was released, saying that he didn't like the version because, much like the rest of us, we were expecting more carnage, more gore, more blood, just more of an R-rated shark movie. And of course, the producer stepped in and was like, "No, we like making money over making art, so PG-13." And it just didn't go as far as it could have. And I never read the books, but apparently the books are pretty fucking brutal. So Jason Statham said that he signed on expecting to do this brutal movie, and it turned out they watered it down and everything else. Which I still like it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified of sharks, so it was like it hit every note for me. But like, I get it. I definitely wanted more out of it too. However, so he's returning as a co-writer and producer, and I'm thinking like, he wasn't happy with the first one, so it's like, does this mean like he's gonna kind of get his way this time? Like, is he gonna be able to be like, fuck it, I won't do it unless we get a brutal hard R? I can only fucking hope. I can only fucking hope. So yeah, Meg 2, can't wait for that to come out. They just released the teaser trailer for Dexter, the revival series. It's going to be a 10 episode series on Showtime. The teaser didn't show much of anything. Basically, it just shows he's he's like in a snowy cabin. I guess where we left him off. He's a lumberjack now. But then you can see in the reflection of the glass there is a person on his table. So, which fucking awesome. I love Dexter. I hated the last 2 seasons of that. Like seriously, fuck the last 2 seasons. Like whenever he falls for that girl, which to me, in my opinion, went against everything Dexter stood for. Made no sense. Yeah, I don't know. If it would have just ended after the Doomsday Killer, I would have been okay with that. Ended on a cliffhanger, I would have been fine. Anyways, but I'm pumped to see this. I'm glad, I want to see. I always thought they should have done a spinoff, and not necessarily instead, I guess. But I guess, instead of waiting 10 fucking years or however long. I forget when it went off the air. When did it go off the air? It wasn't 10 years ago. That can't be right. No, it had to go longer than that. Anyway, it's been out there for a while. I'll say 5 years. Seems like 5 or 6 years it's been off the air. But anyways, I just remember when it went off, though, I kept thinking, like, I would love to see a spinoff with the remaining, like, the surviving cops that's in the precinct. Mazuka, Batista. I would have loved to see, like, a spinoff of those guys just solving crimes. It'd be a different tone, and people would fucking hate it. You couldn't call it Dexter, obviously. But I would have liked to see something like that. However, hey, we're getting a Dexter revival, and I guess he's under a different name. So I don't know if he's going back to Miami or what the deal is, or if he's literally just going to be Dextering it up in a different town. Who knows? I'm hoping the writing's a lot better than that, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. And finally, in the world of horror news, so unfortunately, we lost George Romero, and apparently before he died, he was going to write a final Dead movie. As you guys know, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, Survival of the Dead. And he was wanting to make his last final one. It's going to be called Twilight of the Dead. And unfortunately, he only had he had like a rough draft, or he had, I don't know, an outline. I don't know exactly what he had completed, but he had something, he had like a form of it done, but he passed away before he could finish it. However, his wife has, the guy, he was working with somebody on the script. So clearly, he was working with somebody, so the guy knows the story. And so anyways, the wife has given her blessing, as long as she can kind of stay on the team to make sure it's following the exact vision he had. But yeah, they're trying to get this next Dead movie made, and I am fucking pumped for that. I really, and the thing is, like, I know the later ones got shit on. Everybody just is in agreement. The first 3 is just brilliant. We all agree in that. They're iconic. And most people love Land of the Dead. Land of the Dead is a big popular one. I think it's just the 2 after that that kind of get crapped on. I personally did not like Diary of the Dead. I just thought it was kind of a wasted entry. But I like Survival of the Dead. I thought Survival was pretty good. So it's just like, I would love to see some closure here. I would like to see a final one. So Twilight of the Dead, I don't know, right now it's still kind of in the writing stage. They said, they got a couple more writers that's going to help them flesh it out and everything. And I guess they're trying to find the right guy to direct it. So I'm in. I'm fucking in. I don't know who you'd get to direct it. I don't know who they'd want to get, but I don't know. I'm pumped. I'm fucking pumped. So that's it as far as news goes. So we're going to go into talk about a couple movies that came out this weekend. The first one is called Separation. It's about a young girl who's grieving, and of course, she got 2 people she can lean on, though. She can lean on her father and the ghost of her dead mother. Holy shit. I don't know. The trailer did not do anything for me at all. It's directed by William Brent Bell, who did movies like, I think he did The Boy, and maybe the sequel, which I like The Boy only because my expectations were so low going into that couldn't help but exceed my expectations. But he also did like The Devil Inside, and that movie just fucking sucked. I know he did something else. There's like something else on his resume that it's complete dog shit. I can't remember what it is right now. But anyways, like this director, I'm just not a fan of. I don't like the guy. I don't like his movies. Fuck him. And so this one just looks bad as well. They ripped off the Pretzel Jack character from the Channel Zero, which, go fuck yourself on that. I don't know. This just looks bad. It looks like I don't know. I was okay with the movie Mama. I didn't think it was that great, but I thought it was alright. I feel like if Guillermo del Toro would actually direct it instead of producing it, probably would have been better. It feels like, I don't know, like a knockoff of that, kinda. Like the vibe, not necessarily the story. I'm not talking about story, but the vibe. We got Brian Cox in it. Looks like he falls down some stairs. Like, you see Brian Cox in a movie, you're just like, he's gonna die. he's gonna only have like 2 scenes and he's gonna die. That's the Brian Cox special when it comes to horror. I don't know. Separation just looks kind of like shit, and I have no desire to see it. The next movie is called The Resort. This movie is about a group of two couples, 2 guys, 2 girls, and they're heading to Hawaii. They're like ghost hunters, and there's a resort on this island that apparently is supposed to be haunted, and the big ghost that haunts it is called the Half-Faced Girl, I believe. And yeah, they show up, and guess what? It's real. All story's real. That's how a horror movie works. It's just exactly how it works. This one looks better. I will say honestly though. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong before. It looks like they give pretty much the whole movie away in the trailer. Now, granted, we don't know the motive. We don't know why the half-faced girl is doing what she's doing. But I can already tell, like, this is going to be a movie with no happy ending. Like, no one's getting off that island. And they even kind of, like, allude to that. He's like, you can't stay long. As soon as this, plane's coming back or helicopter's coming back, you get off the island immediately. And I'm just like, okay. But it shows like they're there for a very long time. I'm like, well, it looks like they didn't get off the island, did they? So, I'm seeing days and nights, throughout the trailer. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, it don't look bad. It also feels like they're going to be like they're going to be trapped there. I kind of feel like they're going to kind of, I mean, maybe they won't die per se, or maybe they will, but it seems like they're definitely going to be like trapped, like time loop trapped, or I don't know. You ever see that movie, what was it, Satanic? It had the girl from Modern Family, the brunette. Sarah Hayden, is that her name? Doesn't matter. Anyways, that kind of ended where it's just kind of like they were just kind of like stuck in this loop kind of thing. And no matter what, like, they were all just going to die. Like, they were just stuck there. And I feel like this is going to be that kind of a movie where it's just like, in the end, you're going to be like, oh shit, they can't leave. Or oh shit, they try to warn themselves. Like, somehow they get stuck and they're like trying to warn their past selves, like, don't land here, don't. I don't know. It just feels like one of those kind of movies. Once again, though, I'm not trying to shit on it because honestly, it doesn't sound bad. I would like to see it. I want to check it out. But once again, I just kind of feel like I already know what's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But the trailer itself didn't look that freaky. I do like the idea that, like, at one point they're on the, you see like all the birds, or well, I think they're birds, maybe it's a swarm of locusts. I don't give a fuck. There's something, but they're just like swirling around in crazy patterns and shit. And I was like, oh shit, kind of like that. But beyond that, it seems pretty standard. And I think one of the guys shows him die. Like, it literally shows like one of the male characters die. He like drives a jeep into something, into the resort. And all you see is bloody windshield. It's like, he's probably dead. So yeah, there's that. Last resort, or sorry, the resort. It will turn out to be their last resort though. So yeah, they both come out this weekend. So if you guys get a chance to check them out, drop me a line, hit me up, let us know on any of our social media or comment section down below. I love it when people hit me back with they see the horror film, they tell me about it. At least a review. Don't spoil anything, but just give me kind of like your thoughts or whatever on it. Leave them down below. Can't wait to hear your guys' opinion. But let's move on now to the review. What we're here for. What were we going back to 2015? We're going back to 2015. 2015 for Jurassic Prey. Basically, you get this group of people who are at this cabin, and they're there through varying circumstances. They all just magically kind of show up there, I guess. The plot demanded it. But anyways, there is a creature, a stirring outside. Oh no, what will we do? So it's funny, because I know this happens quite a bit, especially with lower budget movies. But like the cover of this, if you ever see the cover, it literally, you see the like a T-Rex, like a huge, like a Jurassic Park man. It looks like it's probably a little cheesier Jurassic Park, like CGI wise. So I'm expecting like a bad cartoon. Recently I did Jurassic Games. That was like the last Jurassic movie I reviewed, and I like Jurassic Games. But the dinosaurs look pretty fake on there, but I gave it a pass because it's like they were set in a virtual reality world, so it kind of makes sense why dinosaurs look a lot faker there. But it's like the cover of this, you see the giant dinosaur, you see there's like a Jeep overturned in flames, and you see like there's people freaking out here. And I was like, alright, I don't know what this movie's going to be about. I didn't do any research, I don't watch trailers, I literally just blind watch 9/10 of these movies I review. And so, I was like, I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting to come kind of like, land lost, journey to the center of the earth, explorers trying to explore a lost, continent, and then holy shit, dinosaurs on the island, fucking run. Uh, and we're off the bat, we get close to the dinosaur, and it's like, it's not even that. It's a bad, like, foam rubber suit. Like, literally, these people owned the head, the legs, and the tail, and you can just tell it's foam. Like, you can see the crinkles in the foam when the legs are stomping. And that's the thing, I want to say this right now. I can respect these directors as far as doing what they can with no, but there's no budget. All the telltale signs are there. There's a police chase that you don't really ever see. You just see the close up of the car and one car chasing. They can't afford other cars to chase them, but you never see them like on the highway. Like you can tell they're in a parking lot, just kind of like driving, and the other person drives. There's a scene where like the dinosaurs attacking a car, and clearly they're not going to destroy a car. So you get like the bad overlaying of like broken glass and blood spatter. But then like you can tell the car is perfectly intact. Like there's not a scratch on that car. A lot of murder off screen, obviously. When you do get the dinosaur attacking people, again, you just get like the dinosaur head overlaid on the person. Like you just see the person, and then it's like dinosaur head is superimposed on top of it, chomping at nothing. Person writhing in pain, and then we get some blood. I'm not saying like CGI blood. Some of it look like maybe CGI, but it looks like it's just like overlay. Like if you just green screened it, threw a bunch of fake blood on the green screen, and then there's that fake blood on top of this. So it's just like 3 layers, and it just looks really bad. On top of that, the acting is such shit. I mean, oh my god. Let them improv. That is my advice to every single... Like, I tell you right now, like, my movies aren't perfect, but the performances are a lot more believable because, like, I don't force anybody to, like, read the script, thing. I let them improv. You know the points, you know the bull. It's like, I'm old school wrestling. I'm territories. I'm letting my wrestlers be themselves and do their promos, and these motherfuckers are like WWE giving their wrestlers scripts and telling them, you stick by that script, word for word, and that's why it comes off stilted and horrible. These are beyond bad. I will say there are certain aspects I like about it. I like the character. He played... Oh shit, who did he play? Kid Courageous, Kid Bullet, Bullet Kid, Comeback Kid, Kangaroo Kid. I don't know. It's some kind of... He's a kid or he's a grown man. He's a grown-ass man at this point. But he played like a kid in like an old Batman-type TV series. And he's doing like horror conventions. But instead, like you think they're going to a horror convention with the guys who worked on the show, but they're all robbing a bank. And it's just like, that is fucking hilarious. And I don't know. Once again, the performances are bad, but it's like... I don't know. The story is so ludicrous. It's just, I don't know. It's insane. But, this movie was 70 minutes long. It felt much longer. It felt brutal. Like, I don't know. I was like, I kept stopping using the restroom, and I'd come back and be like, shit, this is still going. God damn it. And so I down a lot of soda, and I'm just like, all right, stay awake, let me watch this. And then I get through like another 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, ah, shit. You go use the restroom again. And then I come back and be like, fuck, I saw more movie. It's just like the movie never ended. It was just so goddamn boring. That's the other thing. That's the cardinal sin right there. It's like, I'll watch low budget trash. I love low budget trash. Make it fun to watch. Make it entertaining. This shit's just awful. The storyline's ridiculous. I don't believe any of the characters' motivations or their, what they're doing. The final battle's pretty laughable. And that's the only thing I can really recommend. I guess if you get really drunk and have a lot of friends over and you guys are just shitting on the movie together, like a community kind of thing, then guess what? You're probably going to have a great time with this movie. Watching it by yourself on your laptop, yeah, not so much. It's on Tubi. Anybody who wants to watch it, you can watch it for free on Tubi. Jurassic Prey. I don't know what to say about it. It was god awful. It was a shit film. I don't know. Not for me. Just not for me. But I don't know. The guy who did it, he has his last name Piolio or Pioli or I don't know. I looked up his filmography. He does a lot of movies. Like a lot of them are like high concept, and there's no budget on any of them. So I'm just like, I'm in. You know what? I'll check out another one or two. Fuck it, why not? Let's see these guys. And like I said, I respect their build, like their filmmaking ability. Like, I work on no budget, so I know exactly what that's going to be like. And I will say, like, camera wise, it looks good. It's just the effects are shit, the acting shit, and unfortunately, they make the story boring, like I said. So it's just, I don't know. It's a trifecta of just shit. But yeah, that's it. That's Jurassic Prey. If you've seen this movie, please, by all means, talk to me about it. I want to know what you think. Ah, there is no. I want to meet the fans. I want to meet fans of this movie. I want to meet the people who are just like diehard Jurassic Prey fans. Where it's like, yes, I love this movie. This is my movie. I go to the conventions dressed up as the dinosaur. It wouldn't be hard. Like literally, you just find yourself a cheap gray, bad looking. It looks like a bad Barney knockoff. Like give Barney teeth. Like give him actual like sharp teeth and turn him gray. And that's pretty goddamn close. Pretty goddamn close. Go to IMDb and just check out the stills, and you'll see this dinosaur, and it's ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, not a fan at all. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry, I'm tired and about to fall asleep on you guys right here. That is not my intent, but I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I do the movie review, it's always live on Friday. I don't know why this is the. I mean, I guess I'm gathering the news throughout the week and trying to make sure I get the movies, the upcoming horror films going out this weekend. So I try to be right there, precise on Friday. All my other shows are pre-taped for the most part. So I apologize for this late edition, but it is what it is. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. Until next time.